be my love, share my bread and wine, be wife to me, be life to me, be mine. Come live with me and be my love, let our dreams combine, be mate to me, be fate to me.
We married September 7, 1956.
With these hands, I'll build a roof to shield your head.
We met, it was on July, about 11th or 12th, at the Northeast Carnival.
My sisters and I had just come home from vacation from New York City, and we had gone to the Northeast Carnival, and Melvin and Ray were there, had come up. We've known Melvin a long time before I knew Ray, and so Melvin stopped us and was talking to us, and then he introduced me to Ray. That's how we first met.
Bought a fast wheel. That's where we met. We went around like circles. So that's the first time I met her right there at the carnival.
I promise you, I'll laugh with you, I'll cry with you, my whole life through.
Well, we went together for about a year before we got married.
One night we were going to the movies, and we decided to go to Baltimore to a movie. Well, Melvin was dating Harriet, and they decided to go to the movies in Elkton. And they saw a car that looked like Ray's, and Melvin says, let's play a joke on him. Let's move that car. So they had moved a car someplace, I don't know where. And then they decided, well, we better go put the car back. Well, next night they told us what they had done. And Ray said, well, that wasn't our car, because we didn't go to Elkton. We had gone to Baltimore. They had moved somebody else's car.
Well, but when I woke up this morning, I found out I was mistaken. Do you know that I hung my head and cried?
We used to park out in front of the house in the car, and there used to be the old lady next door. She'd come out every night on the porch and look at us. Turn the light on and off.
How much I love you. But I don't want you to take my sunshine away.
While we were dating, Melvin was working at the cleaners, and he would take these the clothes of these two school teachers to the cleaners and then deliver them when they were finished. Well, one day he was taking the clothes back to the girls, and Ray was with him. And one of the girls saw Ray in the car, and she come running through the house, tripped out the door, and almost fell into the car on top of him. She was very interested in him, and Melvin was so afraid that she was going to get him instead of me. So.
And you love another, yeah. And you have a shining, oh yeah, all of my dreams.
Oh, you are my sunshine. My sunshine. My only sunshine.
He proposed at the holly tree. He had taken me down to see the holly tree, and he gave me the ring there.
I was sitting in the car, one night we used to sit out in the car a lot till about 11 o'clock or 12, and then I think I was in a car when I asked her to marry me.
It was just a little small wedding at the Zion Church.
Only ones there was the Reverend Scott and Melvin and Harriet were the other two that was there.
I can still hear those wedding bells ringing. Every time we love, I get that honeymoon feeling again. It seems like only yesterday you walked into my life and answered all my prayers and made my dreams come true. And even though it's been some time since I made you my wife, every day I find I'm even more.
We got married about 7 o'clock, came to Charlestown. We packed our car and we went to started for Virginia. We stopped off at a motel and then went on into Virginia the next day.
I still get that honeymoon feeling. I can still hear those wedding bells ringing. Every time we love, I get that honeymoon feeling again. I'm thankful that
We drove over the Skyline Drive, and then when we got to the end of the Skyline Drive, we drove from there on into Richmond. And it was, about 4 or 5 hour drive. And we went, and there was no gas stations, no restaurants on that road at that time. This was in 1956. So we finally did get into Richmond, and we were really hungry, so we were going to the Howard Johnson's restaurant. Well, when we pulled in, the big Greyhound bus came in and they stopped, and they were all pouring out going into the restaurant. And we thought, well, we'll go across the street in this little, I don't know what you call it, a bar, I guess. Anyway, we went in, we ordered hamburger and mashed potatoes. Well, when they brought it, the food was floating in grease. And we couldn't eat it, so we left it there on the table and went out. We hadn't had any supper that night. Remember that?
we're not as young as we used to be. But baby, I don't.
When we were coming back home, we stopped in a restaurant in Arlington, Virginia. A real swanky place, and it had a great big window, and you could look out the big window and saw the airplanes landing and taking off at the Washington airport. Well, this waiter came in, almost fell in my lap. He was a little tipsy. The meal was good, but the waiter was tipsy.
And if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it with you. Looking back on life, I can't complain. It ain't been easy, but don't you know?
Summertime, we go on vacations a lot, travel around, and we have 4 wonderful kids.
Well, we have 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls, and we have 9 grandchildren. And now we have 3 great-grandchildren. over a period of 50 years of marriage.
Baby, nothing can compare to the good love that we've shared. And if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it with you. And if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it with you. I wouldn't wanna miss a thing that we've been through. Baby, nothing can compare to the good love that we've shared.
Best years of our lives. We've had some rough going a couple times, but the Lord has seen us through all of it. And I can't complain. But it doesn't seem like 50 years. It just seems like yesterday.